Hi, this is Kathy from the White Pigeon Library. We've got some new books. We've got some of these manga books for young adults, and this is number 8 and 9 in this Dragon Ball series. This author has been writing these manga books since 1980. That's when he came on the scene. He's written several series, and he also works on designing video games such as the Dragon Warrior. So if anybody's reading this series, we've got the latest number 8 and 9. Oh, and I didn't even say the name of the author. It's Akira Toriyama. Okay, he writes and lives in Japan. And then we've got The Ragged Edge of Night by Olivia Hawker. And this is set in Germany in 1942. So the Nazis are in charge in the middle of the war. And a Franciscan friar is teaching at his own school, which is seized by the Nazis. So he flees to a small town in Germany, marries a woman who's basically just looking for someone to be married in name only so that he can help with her 3 children. And he, of course, falls in love with the family and then gets involved in something called Red Orchestra, which is a plot to kill Hitler. So he's got to decide whether he wants to put his family in jeopardy and actually go through with that. So that looks like it might be good. We've got Mary Jane by Jessica Ann Lau. And this is about kind of a coming of age story in the 70s about a girl who lives in a very straight-laced house, and she takes a job as a nanny for the local doctor and his wife and taking care of their child. And her mother's fine with that because it's a respectable household. But once she gets in there, she realizes it's a very liberal household. And the doctor, is a psychiatrist who's going to hide a very famous rock and roll star and help him detox and get clean. And he doesn't want anyone to know he's there. So she's caught between this very straight-laced house and then this very not straight-laced house. And it sort of forms how she's going to go on with her life. And I went through some of the reviews, and one artist or author that I really like, Nick Hornby, he really liked this. So I always figure that's a good way to know if you're going to like it. So Nick Hornby thinks this one's pretty good. We've got The Heart of the Deal, and this is about a woman who is the vice president, or the author is actually the vice president of Goldman Sachs, and she's now writing books. And it's about a woman who works on Wall Street, a Wall Street banker looking for romance or love, or she's gotten to the age where she thinks that now's a good time. So she tries online dating and has to sort of reevaluate what their idea of success is and how much she's willing to put into the time for romance. So Linda Macmillan, The Heart of the Deal. We've also got The Unspeakable Greta Janes by Jennifer Smith. And this is about a high-level famous performer who has a breakdown on stage after the death of her mother. She can't seem to pull herself together and she's grieving. And eventually she decides she will go on a cruise with her father, who's also grieving, and he always wanted her to make different choices with her life, something safer than rock and roll performer, even though she's been very successful. So she goes on the cruise, and that part of the book is set in Alaska, and she finds love on the boat. So that's what we've got, and we'll have more next week. Thank you.